Greetings, YouTube, and welcome to a special, dare I say, historic gamble for 30,000 units, which is Omega 2 Frost decided that he would throw 30,000 units for the sake of simplicity. We're going to say it's $1,000 worth of units. It technically isn't because it's not 3,000 units for $100. It's 3,100 units, but it just sounds a little bit easier when you say about $1,000 worth of units, give or take. But 150 regular calves. Now, these are the 200 units a piece calves, not the 300 units a piece for the featured calves that give you a 1.5% drop rate for 6 stars instead of 1%. And then they give you like a 17.5% drop rate for 5 stars, which is much better than the regular. But whatever. I would not say that this is the best use of 30,000 units, but if you want to do it, it's your account, and I am honored to commentate it. I have not watched this before. I don't know. How many do you think he should get? 2 6 stars? If he doesn't get 1 6 star this batch of 150, talk about the all-time scam RNG. But we're just going to see how it goes. I'm guessing he's just popping a bunch, maybe. I don't know. But the crystal is ready to open, and we're starting with the first batch of 10. We'll try to keep track of the 5 stars and 6 stars because it'll mostly be 4 stars and 3 stars. And that first batch of 10 is what makes you thankful that you have another 140 to open, because that is absolutely ugly. And interesting enough, he has some 3 stars that he has not taken up very far, like Sunspot, who's newer. All right. Wow. First batch of 10 was ugly. All right, our first 5 star is a Black Widow Clairvoyant, and that is it. So this is about normal. That's about what I get. 1 5 star out of 20. No 6 stars, of course. But if you only get 1 5 star, Black Widow Clairvoyant is an amazing champion to pull. And he maxed her out. So there you go. You'll get a max sig crystal in the future if you get a 5 star Black Widow Clairvoyant. And that is very comforting as well. Okay, so 20 in, 1 5 star, no 6 stars. It is still very early on this 30,000 unit gamble. All 4 stars and 3 stars again, and Quake is the new champion, but is the second 5 star. So yes, the drop rates haven't been that kind, but the champions that were landed in the drop rates have been extremely awesome. So Omega 2 Frost, Quake, and Black Widow Clairvoyant, you are really starting off with fantastic luck for the Beyond God tier champions that you were landing on. Okay, still one new Cole Obsidian. Another amazing 5 star, okay, and OG Spidey. So first time that we have seen that. That is 4 5 stars so far. And I've got my notepad next to me because I am a huge nerd. 5 stars, 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 stars, 0. So 4 5 stars per 40, 1 out of 10, 10% drop rate. Actually better, a little bit better than normal for what the posted drop rate's. 2 new now. And there's our 6 star. Heck yeah. Okay, it's a Nihilus. Not the best, of course, like a lot of the 6 stars in the pool. No 5 stars in that batch. So that's kind of how it goes sometimes. So the 5 star drop rates went back down. 4 5 stars, 1 6 star, 50 in. Amazing data. I usually only open this many crystals when we're talking about premium disappointment crystals, just trying to get 4 stars. So, wow. Okay. 4 new now. We just doubled the new. Could he go back-to-back 6 stars? He did! No way! And then a 3 star. Squirrel Girl. Okay. So keep in mind, the 6 star drop rate is 1%, which means you should get 1 out of 100, right? And so he's opening less than 200, well less than 250, less than 200, and he already has 2 6 stars in the first 60, which means realistically he should expect to get 0 6 stars out of the next. But that also means anything drop rates after this is great luck. 5 new now. And he duped his Quake? What are the odds of that? Wow. So 2 of the 5 of his 5 stars have been duped or OG Quakes. That's awesome. Talk about a way to shake up the RNG. It's my stream, of course. It's pun intended. All right. Also got to love how he had a 5 star Black Widow Clairvoyant that was almost maxed out and got a 4 star one for the first time. It's always amazing how that works. I don't know if he sold the 4 star one or just didn't happen to get it. But we are now officially over halfway in. We got a 5-star University of Phoenix and a 5-star Groot. That is ugly champions in that batch, but 2 5-stars is 2 5-stars. He's up to 7. And we are almost to 100. Got 2 more batches of 10. And he's getting a lot of 5-star shards, I'm sure, too. And for that matter, a decent amount of 6-star shards. I think anybody would love to open $1,000 worth of units just for fun for Cavs. This is something I'd love to do on my account. But, here we go. 2 4-stars. We got a 5-star Hella and a 5-star Hulk Buster. And then a new 4-star Man Thing. Okay, 9. So the 5-stars are right on pace for 1 per batch of 10. So a 10% drop rate of 5-stars. And that drop rate for 6-stars, having 2 in the first 60 was still insane. Yes, it would have been nice to have better champions, but still. Okay, so he sent this over, and it's because if you're not familiar with the line, it cuts off after 5 minutes. And the video actually doesn't appear to be as compressed as a lot of the others have been, so I appreciate that. Okay, OG Cap and Night Thrasher. So he's getting another solid batch of 2 5-stars per. Also another new champion. And is that a new 5-star? Did he get 2 Night Thrashers? What? Did he just dupe Night Thrasher in the same opening? That's crazy. All right, that's 12. So he duped and awakened, or he got and awakened both Quake and Night Thrasher. All right, 50 more. Can he get his 3rd 6-star? Well, this is just a forgettable equivalent of a generic roll of toilet paper. No 5-stars, no 6-stars, just 3-stars and 4-stars. How the opening started off in that first batch of 10. But, you've got 11 5-stars and 110 crystals, so you're still got a 10% drop rate on those 5-stars, and still those 2 6-stars, OG Captain Marvel and Annihilus. Okay, 40 more. Can we see a 3rd 6-star? Void and MODOK give us 2 more 5-stars, which is a great start, and then the rest 3 and 4 maybe? Yeah. Okay. So that is 14 5-stars through 12. Better than a 10% drop rate. You've got to ask yourself, is this worth 30,000 units? I think compared to the content you could clear with 30,000 units of potions and revives if you had the time and the skill and the roster. No. If you didn't have the champions and say you're a Quake master and suddenly an awakened Quake would give you that progress, there's an argument to be made there. Red Hulk gives us officially a guarantee of 10% drop rate for the 5-stars, our 15th 5-star. We've kind of stopped a run of new champions. It's been stuck at 7 for a little while. So maybe the last batch of 20 will give us that 3rd 6-star. As I said when he had 2 6-stars through 60 crystals, you should not expect the RNG to give you a 3rd. We do have 1 more new, and we see the red. There's Nebula. What about a 2nd 5-star? Maybe that's new? Or a 6-star? No 6-star. Oh, Sabretooth. All right, that's 17 5-stars for 140 crystals and 2 6-stars. Is it worth 30,000 units? Probably not. But is it way better of a value than the unit-based offers for crystal shards? Abso-freaking-lutely. Okay, another Nebula and an 8th new. Could we get a 3rd 6-star in the last batch of 10? Come on! No. It looks like... Okay, so 18th 5-star. Bunch of 4-stars and 3-stars. Okay. Well, he did much better than the goal of the average drop rates for both 5-stars and 6-stars. He got 15,000 additional 5-stars, 4,000 additional 6-star shards, and then a crazy amount of max sig ability crystals, mostly 3-stars, of course, and 4-stars. But that is that's what 30,000 units worth of regular 200 unit apiece Cavalier crystals get you. And I got to say, I love the data. When he hit me up saying, Prof, could you please commentate this? I was a bit stunned, and I thought I had stun immunity, that he had taken this on. And I don't know if he doesn't. I was thinking, does he try to open the 5-star at the end? No. But there you have it, YouTube. 150 featured calves, or not featured calves, excuse me, regular calves in about 10 minutes. That's a good use of your time. And to keep this video not as long as it could be, we're going to end it here. I'm going to say thanks again to Omega 2 Frost for submitting this to commentate. It was great data, better drop rates than 10% for 5 stars, and better than the 1% drop rate on 6 stars. So, drop rate wise, you did really good. You just kind of wish that you would have had at least one 6-star champion that would have been a better game changer than OG Captain Marvel or Annihilus.